there's something, I mean, we talk about digital and analog, and like first of all, going out into nature puts you into a creative space where you're able to be productive, as opposed to a dark studio where you spend 8 or 9 hours a day and you lose your mind slowly but surely. Second of all, taking sounds from nature that aren't perfect and digital and adding them onto those aspects gives an organic, heartfelt feeling to the music that really resonates with anyone who listens to it. And if we ever have the analog versus digital debate, that's what you talk about. But we bypassed that and we actually went out and added these random sounds like fire crackling. You can never sequence that, but it just happens. You put it into the back of a track, it sounds like a vinyl crackle. It just adds this essence and it works out.
Whole thing.
Yeah, look.
I went in a hot air balloon. That was like awesome.
I think when you watch the documentary, you'll understand what an adventure it was, not just on a musical level, but also just on personal levels for all of us. We went there when we were all in a rather dark place in terms of our creativity and just, you know, where we're moving as a brand and as a band. And it's an extraordinary thing to watch us sort of almost, I don't know, open up, change, evolve, whatever adjective you want to use for it, as we spent this 2 weeks traveling around this extraordinary country. And I think just the space and the desolateness and the silence that we experienced really just allowed us all to sort of find new parts of ourselves that I don't think we'd ever really let it happen. What would we be? We had recorded basically when we started going to Namibia. We had skeletons of the tracks, and we'd recorded a little trumpet line back in Cape Town. That was just this little line that went, and I didn't really think much of it at the time. You know, it was just part of what we were doing, and I had a lot of other ideas that I was trying to capture. And then one day we were traveling through Etosha Game Park. We stumbled into this herd of zebra. I mean, literally driving along the road in these game trucks, and but what, 500 zebra just like sprawled all around the road, and they're just going crazy, yelling at each other. So we ended up recording a whole section of this, and it must have been a month or two later, I was going through the recordings trying to figure out what I was going to do with this weird cacophony of zebras. And there just happened to be this perfect little segment where the herd of zebras stopped yelling at each other, and one zebra just went whoop 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 whoop. And I was like, wow, it sounds so much like that other song that we've got. Like, not only was it in the right timing, but it was in the right key and pitch, which, I mean, like, on a scale of probability, I think is just off the charts.
Divine intervention.
Yeah, quite an extraordinary thing. And I mean, like, I don't think a casual listener would necessarily even realize that is a zebra, because it sounds like someone's played a little instrument, but it's actually a zebra going whoop, 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 whoop.
Wanna hear you!